Live. It looks like we're going live on Instagram. Yes. It looks like we're live across everywhere. So I've got Instagram there and I've got everyone else there. So that's all good. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I've just decided to come online. It's Well Done Wednesday. It's a little bit off the cuff, but it's just something that I wanted to do. I wanted to reach out, obviously, to people across the world. Hello, Pash. How are you? I hope you're good. Yeah, it's Well Done Wednesday, and it's just a little off the cuff thing. I'm also trying different times of the day, and we're reaching lots and lots of people, which is amazing. We had some wonderful content last night, some wonderful interaction as well. I was really pleased with it, and it's great. So thank you all so much for being a part of it throughout the week. We leave you alone on Thursday, Friday and Saturday because I think that's the time when we can actually relax, and then I can do a DJ mix and stuff like that on the Saturday nights here in London. But certainly with the sort of like motivation and self-development throughout the week. Sunday nights we do Ask Mark Anything. Monday morning, Monday motivation. Tuesday night, Life Remixed samples, which we did last night, and then today, and today's Well Done Wednesday this morning, and then tonight we're going to be looking at relationships with Dimple Thakrar, and that's going to be interesting. I think you're going to really enjoy that. It's something that I was spectacularly good at getting wrong along the way, and many apologies to myself for the hearts I broke, and obviously to anyone else as well, of course. But it was interesting times. Last night I did chapter 2 of the book, and we're going to be doing that every Tuesday evening at 7:30, working all the way through to the book release, which is now in February. Good morning. Who's that? So remember, if you haven't gone to StreamYard.com/Facebook, I'm not going to be able to see your name when you write something. So you can also write your name. That would be amazing. If you like to write your name in the box when you write something, that would be fantastic. I'm also just getting through everything so that I can start to see everyone who is leaving comments, because it's all great to have you with me. So yeah, here we are, morning in the UK. It's Wednesday. We've got the schedule throughout the week. We're looking at so many things that we are doing. And last night I didn't go live on Instagram. I completely forgot, because you're on a separate thing over here. So apologies to you guys. Good morning, Dimple. How are you? Yes, looking forward to having you with us this evening. Straight talking with Dimple is going to be amazing. Hello, Robert. Good morning from LinkedIn. Great to have you with us. So last night I did chapter 2 of Life Remixed, and I just wanted to come on to this morning to big up tonight with Dimple, because that's going to be an amazing interview we're going to do tonight at 7:30 here, 7:30 p.m. GMT. So we're going to do that live. You're going to love it. It's going to go across all the channels, and it's going to be enlightening for everyone. But a couple of things that were just on my mind this morning. I was talking to a couple of clients last night, and we were going through a few things, and I found it interesting. We were talking about humanity and the way we work and what we do, and there were so many things that people could tell me what they don't want. Do you know what I mean with that? So many people can tell us what they don't want. I think it's really important that we understand that, because so many people are out there telling us all the things. I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. But actually, wouldn't it be so much more creative and so much better if we flipped it to what we would like? If we get there with what we would like, yeah, then we can start to think about the goals and the ways we're going to achieve it. And that comes into relationships, it comes into health, it comes into everything. And what was interesting for me was, when I was younger, all the things that I didn't want and all the things that I didn't like were things that came into my life, because those were my overarching thoughts and feelings. Excuse me. So it's really interesting to understand about myself and all the things that I created. They were all the things that I didn't want and I didn't like. And now I really observe that in human beings, and I really observe it everywhere. And a couple of clients last night and everything else was going on, we discussed it. It's so many people can tell me what they don't want. But what about telling me what you do like? You know, and also be careful of the word want. The word want is always like something ahead of me, something like, you know, way ahead of me. I want it. Well, how about what you would like? You know, there's little subtle changes of language that can actually really make changes. Hi to all the Twitter and Periscope guys that are with us as well. Great to have you here this morning. What about all the things that we would like? You know, let's talk about those. I think it's so important, because if I went out into the street and I started to talk to a lot of people, as we will be allowed to do here in the UK again at some point, if I went out and asked a lot of people, what would you like in life? Most people would end up reverting to the list of, well, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. So I think it's so important to think about what you would like. And the other thing I wanted to say about this as well is that I think it's so important for you to understand all of your successes, all the things that you've already achieved in life, all the things that are successes for you. Now, I've jumped ahead a bit in the book here, but I think it's important to really kind of get to this point, because I used to be really down on myself. Like, I'm not doing well enough. Things aren't good enough. Why am I not successful enough? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And it was a really it was a challenging way to live, to be honest. It was like, and I think back to it now and I think, why did I put myself through that? But I've discovered that many people have this kind of mindset, which is that, well, life's not good enough. Robert, that's an interesting question. What about something you would need? It's a really interesting question. I would say the same thing. Wants and needs are kind of, they're things that you're reaching for. I like a subtle change of language to think, well, what would I like? What would I like to be, do, and have? What would I like to create? What would I think about? What would I feel about? How would life be? All that kind of stuff. And it's about training. In answer to your question, Robert, it's about training your mind to be refreshed. And okay, so these are my goals. This is my purpose. These are my visions, and these are my goals. And once you can get purpose, vision, and goals locked down, then you're flying, promise you. But we're going to concentrate more on that as we go through the book. And Life Remixed is ready for February release. We've got a pre-order link on the website now, but I'm only not telling lots of people about that at the moment. So, but we're going to start bigging that up as we go through as well. So really, really important to think about all of your successes. Where were you successful? Where were you really successful? I'll go first. Here's a few for you. So I was 4 years old. I learned to ride a bike. I was 16 years old. I learned to ride a motorbike. I got a couple of exams as well, but the motorbike was more exciting. I was 17. I passed my driving test here in the UK. I worked in a bank for a couple of years and I was a management trainee. That was great. I learned to DJ at 18, and then I was out DJing across the world from 18 to 38 years of age. For 20 years, I DJed across the world. Wonderful. I was also a radio presenter. So I did lots of radio presentation, multiple channels across multiple places, from Ministry of Sound Radio to 91.5 FM in Phuket, which was a wonderful time as well. I was also successful at starting over my life again. I started with nothing at 39. No money, no assets, no nothing, no career. Completely kind of like, whoa, this is crazy at 39. And that's what Life Remixed is about, because that's the changes that I made. But starting over, I became successful at starting over with nothing. I also ran 4 marathons. Massive success. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'm not telling you all this, by the way, to think of how great I am. I'm just telling you this to big up my successes and give myself a pat on the back, which you could be doing for you. That's important. You've got to do this for you. You've got to give yourself some success, and you've got to give yourself some congratulations. Start being kind to yourself. Be like, yes, come on, it's all good. I volunteered for Crisis. I passed a NEBOSH exam when I was 40. That was a bizarre thing to be doing, sitting in an exam room. My career to date, from 40 to now, 10 years later, I was the health and safety manager at the Olympic Stadium at Heathrow Airport, at a well-known building company here in the UK. I've now set up my own multiple companies, one of which is Hillmont Associates, which is a consultancy company which we do construction, project management, health and safety, etc. I passed my motorbike test, my big motorbike test. That's how I've got the huge motorbikes I've got downstairs. I did regular public speaking. I still do, and things are going well, and I'm looking forward to doing more of that as I get older. I passed many more exams. I've done property development. I've bought a car that I've always loved. I got married. I've got, the list goes on. The list goes on and on. And when you start to think about your success, you actually start to think about your success and the things that you've achieved and the things that you are achieving. Even now, right now, the things that you're achieving are things that can absolutely get you firing and get you going. So start thinking about listing your successes and getting that message out there to as many people as possible. and just let people know, oh, yeah, I've done this thing. It's really great, And if they're happy for you, then that's uplifting, and you go again. So that's important. Be okay to share stuff. You'll see the positives from the negatives. You'll see people, and you'll understand things more. Become more aware of yourself, and you'll be in a much better place. Another little top tip for you for this morning: leave everyone with the impression of increase today. Well, what I mean by that is when you meet somebody throughout the day, make their day a little bit better. Morning, Danielle. It's great to have you with us as well. Leave everyone with the impression of increase. Just that little bit more, that little bit more, that little bit more. What have you done for them? How have you given them some extra service, an extra bit of quality? Give them the impression of increase. If you do that for every single person today, and then get into the habit of doing it, because life is habits. Get into the habit of giving everyone that little impression of increase, that you've lifted them up. Because people won't necessarily remember everything you've said, but they'll definitely remember how you made them feel. And my job, what I'm doing with Life Remixed, is to make you feel good, is to help you feel good. You have to do it, but I want to help you. I want to help you feel good. And there's strategy after strategy after strategy that are in this book that I've used to go from unhappy, sick and broke to happy, healthy and wealthy. And this is important stuff, and you can do it. You can do it. It's 100% within your grasp to do it. You've just got to focus and go for it. So really, really important that you step up. You step up and you go for this. So tonight, we're going to be talking with Dimple, whose relationship, I want to call her a guru. She might not like that, but she's a relationship genius. She's wonderful. I have been through my own process with relationships, very, very, very unsuccessful in relationships for a long, long time. And then I had to go into, why. I start asking myself why. What were the things that went wrong that I could have changed? The things that I could have done better. What were they? What were they? What were they? So really, really important that we all understand who goes into the relationship. That's us. And then obviously really, really important that we are effective and we can give and receive love and be in a really, really good place. So tonight at 7:30 p.m. here at GMT, we're going to be talking with Dimple. We're going to be talking a lot about the masculine and the feminine. And be careful here as well. Remember what I said here. It's not about man and woman. It's not about male and female. It's about masculine and feminine. Morning, Dave. How are you, mate? It's about masculine and feminine. The masculine and the feminine, we're all made up of masculine and feminine. I'm 50% mum and 50% dad. It's masculine and feminine, 100%. Morning, Richard. How you doing, mate? We're all made up of masculine and feminine. We're all made up of mum and dad, 50-50, And then as we grow up, I grew up a boy. I grew up a boy into a man, and I became more masculine. However, because my dad died so young, I was also, morning, mate. I was also very in touch with my feminine side. I was brought up by my mum, and my mum influenced me hugely through my early life. My dad was very sick, and he wasn't well, and he died when I was 19, which was sad, but it's just life. The point is that it's important to understand we're made up of masculine and feminine, and we'll be talking more about this tonight with morning, Charlotte. We'll be talking more about masculine and feminine tonight, and we'll be talking about that with Dimple in detail. You're going to love this interview with her, by the way. It's going to be absolutely wonderful for you to listen to Dimple. And obviously, I'll be sharing my own experiences. There's lots and lots and lots in Life Remixed about relationships, about how we can improve them. First of all, how we can improve ourselves, and obviously how we can improve the relationships that we're in. So it's vital information. I think you're really, really, really going to love it. It's so important. Morning, Charlotte. How are you? There's two Charlottes. Hello, two Charlottes. That's good. It's really important to understand yourself in the relationship. It's really important to understand what you bring into the relationship. Are you accentuating your masculine, or are you accentuating your feminine? Very, very important to understand. As a young guy, I became able to realize that I was accentuating my feminine quite a lot, and I had to learn masculinity. And we're going to talk about some certain qualities and a few things that I think you can take away from tonight that will absolutely blow your mind. And certainly from now, I'm going to give you a couple of things just to think on throughout the day today. So the masculine in all of us, by the way, so it's not just man and woman, as I said, the masculine in all of us is always, always, always looking for freedom. It will be freedom. It'll be some kind of freedom. It'll be freedom to watch the football. It'll be freedom to play golf. It'll be freedom to ride your motorbikes. I'm just talking about me now. But you're always looking for that freedom. That's the masculine in all of us. Is looking for freedom. Whereas the feminine in all of us is looking for fullness. It's looking for love, appreciation, growth, that freedom and fullness is the play between any good relationship. And when you get that freedom and fullness between any good relationship, and here's the tip: the most successful ones, neither partner makes any issue of it. So if I want to go and ride my motorbikes and I want to go out and watch Chelsea or hang out and do whatever I want to do, play golf, my wife will never make an issue of that, because she knows that's my freedom. That's my thing. Consequently, off the back of that, my house is full of loads of beautiful photos and knickknacks and all this kind of stuff. That's the feminine fullness in my wife, in Emma, that she just wants to make this home beautiful. And that's great. If it was me, it'd be a TV, fridge, sofa, Sky Sports. That'd be it. But the point is that's the difference. That's the difference between masculine and feminine. Freedom, masculine; fullness, feminine. But we're all made up of that. So I need some of that fullness as well, of course. And she also needs some of that freedom. So, it's about understanding that play in relationships. And when you can really start to understand it, you can start to play with it, and you can start to really get your head around it. A couple of other things that are really important in masculine and feminine needs. Feminine needs. The femininity in all of us needs to be safe, seen, and heard. Equilibrium, Daniel, absolutely right. And for me, it was about becoming a more balanced individual, because I'd accentuated my feminine very, very highly, and I need to learn that masculinity to bring myself up. I'm quite a balanced guy now. I'm not some butch kind of macho. I've got that kind of balance now, which people seem to like, which is great. I like it. That's important. But yeah, getting that balance is really good. The feminine needs in all of us is to be safe, seen, and heard. When we're safe, seen, and heard, and when the feminine is safe, seen, and heard, they can relax into their femininity and they can feel good. And that's so important. And there's some lessons in Life Remixed for guys as well about stepping up and making sure that your feminine partner, if you are the masculine partner and your feminine is the feminine partner, to make sure that she is safe, seen, and heard. That is one of the recipes for you to understand as a man, as a masculine man, to be able to get that balance in your relationship, and she will be happy, certainly be happier. So very, really important. Three of the masculine needs are sex, praise, and respect. Yeah. When I'm getting praised, I feel great. Thanks very much. And that sex, praise, and respect is great. We have to earn that. And I'll be talking more about the test and the celebration and lots of other interesting stuff tonight with Dimple, which I'm excited about. It's going to be great. But when you understand those three masculine needs and those three feminine needs, and you get that balance right between all of it, you can have a successful relationship. And here we are married. It's all good. I've worked hard on this. I've worked hard on myself. And I've brought this information, and that's just scratching the surface there, but I've brought this information into relationships, and it's worked for me massively. It's worked for me hugely well. It can work for all of you. And all you've got to do is understand yourself better, and then understand your partner better, and start to look at their needs and how they're operating in the world and what they are doing. Masculine, purpose, direction, decision; feminine, fullness, love, appreciation. Is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. When you bring all these things together, you can be successful in any relationship. You can be successful in business. You can be successful at home. You can be really, really successful. And that's all I want for you guys. I just want you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. And that's the important part. As I've said, the pre-order is up on Life Remixed. Sorry, it's not actually. The pre-order is up on markwilkinsonofficial.com. It will be up on liferemixed.co.uk later. We're just keeping that low at the moment. I'm just going to start messaging out to a few people just to let you guys know. But we've got the pre-order up, and then as we get nearer Christmas and into next year, we're going to build it right up. It's going to be exciting times. But tonight, 7:30 p.m, Dimple Thakrar will be with me. She's a platinum member with Tony Robbins. Absolutely fascinating woman. I loved meeting her. We bonded on the things I just spoke about. We bonded on a great deal of information. And Dimple's got a powerful story. And I'm really looking forward to you guys hearing it. So please share these videos around, guys. I love doing them for you. We're all across Life Remixed book, Mark Wilkinson Official, all these places here. Put the link for the pre-order here. I will, Danielle. I will do that. Here we go. Okay, so she's the boss. She's telling me what's happening. I like it. So if you just go to Mark Wilkinson, official. There we go. I'm just typing that out. MarkWilkinsonOfficial.com. If you go there, hopefully that'll go. Oh no, it didn't work as a link, but it's gone everywhere. Anyway, basically all you need to do is go to MarkWilkinsonOfficial.com. I will work out how to put a link properly in the box next time. And you can pre-order yourself a copy of Life Remixed right now. And I'm going to be doing loads of these lives. We're going to be doing lots of great information for you across the coming weeks and months. I'm here to help. I'm here to give you as much love and support and happiness and wealth and health. Happiness, health, and wealth. That wherever you are, it's really, really important that you have the best possible life, because we're only on this planet for a very, very short time. You know, in geological terms, I should say. Anyway, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you all later. Big love. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye.